There has been a lot of speculation over what India's playing 11 could look like in the first test against Australia that is set to take place in Kolkata from November 14 onwards. Now, usually we haven't seen India produce rank turners, with the notable exception, of course, being the New Zealand series last year, whereby you produced a rank turner and then ended up on the path of being whitewashed in the series. By and large, India have avoided going the rank turner route, but this could very well be a continuation of that trend with a little bit of a caveat. So there's plenty to decode, and when India's assistant coach Ryan Doeschate addressed the media at Eden Gardens, there were a lot of questions about team combination, and he did end up revealing a few interesting things about how it is that we could be seeing the team line up and what they think of the conditions. So let's dive straight into it. First off, and this is very interesting by the way, he's dropped a huge update on Dhruv Jurel. What did he have to say? He said that I don't think you can leave Dhruv Jurel out. I'd be very surprised if we don't see Dhruv and Rishabh Pant both playing in this test. Now, obviously, the debate comes from the fact that Jurel is the wicket-keeper bat option, but is a backup to Pant. With Pant not playing the West Indies series, Jurel was always going to start. But with Pant back, it was given that Jurel would go back to the bench. Or was it? Jurel's good form, not only against West Indies, but even in the A games which are taking place against South Africa, have basically forced the team to rethink and include him as a pure batter. So that means someone else, potentially, if you ask me, as Sai Sudarshan, sits out and you see Jurel bat or play as a pure batter. Very interesting, and a big confirmation from Doeschate. Usually the Indian team doesn't reveal playing combinations or anything of the sort, but the fact that he's pretty much given this away means you could see this happen come the start of the test match. Of course, he was asked about the conditions as well, and this is what he had to say about the conditions. He said that, look, from the early looks, the pitch seems like it's a good wicket that will spin later. So it's not just about the spinners. Batters will need to do well in the first few days, which is again why I said that you could very well see a return to more sporting pitches for this series. You'll see that the pitches will be good for batting, but then once they start to break down, then they're really going to start to turn, which is more in line with the kind of pitches you'd expect from India than opposed to the rank turners or the kind of pitches where you'd get 8-degree spin on day one of a test match. Those didn't make for good viewing, and these, truth be told, do tend to make for better viewing in the subcontinent. Yes, spinners are still going to get an advantage, but it won't be a case of them getting immense amount of turn from day one, which just makes the test or makes the match lack any balance in the competition between bat and ball. In fact, this in itself was also something that was addressed and mentioned or referenced the 3-0 whitewash that India faced at the hands of New Zealand last year when he was quizzed about how South Africa's combination would look. He said that, look, South Africa have 4 spinners in their squad and they're likely to play 3 of them. Now, we've come up short against spin in the past, and we want to learn from the New Zealand series, which would be a great thing considering that series did 2 things. Not only did it give New Zealand a historic first ever whitewash in a test series against India, and India, it also pretty much ended India's WTC hopes. You need batters who are going to be able to tackle spin better even in adverse conditions, because whilst Eden Gardens might not spin from day 1, by day 3, the later parts, and then day 4 and 5, it will be turning. So you need your batters to be able to play those conditions well as well, and that's what he said. We want to learn from the mistakes we made from that particular tour or that particular series. Another interesting thing which he spoke about when it came to team combinations, and this is also a big indication as to how it is that the team are expecting this particular series to go, is that he revealed that Nitish Kumar Reddy, the pace bowling all-rounder, may very well not even feature at all in this series. He said that, look, given the importance of this series and the conditions we could encounter, Nitish Kumar Reddy may miss out in this series. Now, this is also, there's a broader context here at play. Nitish is someone who obviously, whilst the team sees potential in him, is still very raw as an all-rounder, a decent bat, but his bowling still leaves something to be desired. And what Doeschate said was that, look, we need to be giving him game time to develop as well, but the main focus when it comes to test series is winning matches. You need to win. If you get your strategy in play and everything comes together well and you win, then you have the luxury of developing players and getting them ready. Right now, though, the main focus is to win, which, to be told, makes a lot of sense. You're up against the world champions in the test format, and it's a must-win series for you at home if you are to stay within the top 2 and actually be playing in the WTC final come 2027. But these are the major talking points, in my opinion, from Tendushkar's presser. What are your thoughts on the entire matter? And did you listen to the press conference? And what do you think you also picked up, which we may have missed out on? Let us know that in the comments below. And don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends, subscribe to the channel, tap that bell icon. Follow us also on social media. We're on Instagram, X, and Facebook. And stay tuned for more such videos from the world of sport.